Yehovah Elohim Svaot, Kadosh, Kadosh, Kadosh. Please fill me and lead me and cover me and stir me and speak through me with your Ruach HaKodesh, that I may speak your written words with boldness and humility to those who listen. I ask all these things in Yeshua HaMashiach's name. Amen. We'll start with the Shema. Listen and obey. Children of Yehovah, pay careful attention and respond. Yehovah is our power and authority. Yehovah works in unity with himself, and you shall act upon your love to Yehovah with your power and authority, with your thoughts and mind, with your entire body, and with all the muchness that you have. Yod, Hey, Vav, Hey. Hand, behold, nail, behold. Jeremiah, chapter 9. I wish I were out in the desert, in some traveler's lodge. Then I could get away from my people and distance myself from them. Indeed, they are all adulterers. A band of traitors is what they are. They bend their tongues, their bow of falsehood, and hold sway in the land, but not for truth. And they go from evil to evil, and me they do not know, says Yehovah. Everyone, be on guard against your neighbor. Don't trust even a brother. For every brother is out to trick you, and every neighbor goes around gossiping. Everyone deceives his neighbor. No one speaks the truth. They have taught their tongues to lie. They wear themselves out with sinning. You inhabit a world of deceit. Deceitfully, they refuse to know me, says Yehovah. Therefore, says Yehovah Svaot, I will refine them and test them. What else can I do with the daughter of my people? Their tongues are sharpened arrows. Their mouths, they speak deceit. They say nice words to their neighbors, but inwardly plotting against them. Should I not punish them for these things, says Yehovah? Should I not take vengeance on such a nation? I weep and wail for the mountains and lament over the desert pastures, because they have been burned up. No one passes through. They no longer hear the sound of cattle. The birds and wild animals have fled or gone. I will make Jerusalem a heap of ruins, turn it into a lair of jackals, and make the cities of Yehudah desolate, with no one living there. Who is wise enough to understand this? To whom has the mouth of Yehovah spoken so they can proclaim it? Why has the land perished and been laid waste like a desert, so that no one passes through? Yehovah answers, because they have abandoned my Torah, which I set before them, and neither listened to what I say, nor lived accordingly, but have lived by their own heart's stubbornness, and by the Baalim, as their ancestors taught them. Therefore, says Yehovah Svaot, the Elohim of Israel, I will feed this people bitter wormwood, and give them poisonous water to drink. I will scatter them among the nations that neither they nor their ancestors have known. I will send the sword after them until I have wiped them out. Thus says Yehovah Svaot, mark this, then summon the mourning women, so that they will come. Send for those who are best at mourning, so that they will come. Have them hurry and wail for us, so our eyes will be wet from crying, and our eyelids gush with tears. For the sound of wailing is heard from Zion. We are utterly ruined. We are completely ashamed, because we have left the land, and our homes have been torn down. You women, hear the word of Yehovah. Let your ears receive the words from his mouth. Teach your daughters how to wail. Have each teach her friend how to lament. Death has come up through our windows. It has entered our palaces. It has cut down children in the streets and young people in the public places. Say, here is what Yehovah says. The corpses of people are scattered like dung in an open field, like sheaves left behind by the reaper, with no one to gather them. Here is what Yehovah says. The wise man should not boast of his wisdom. The powerful should not boast of his power. The wealthy should not boast of his wealth. Instead, let the boaster boast about this, that he understands and knows me, that I am Yehovah, practicing grace, justice, and righteousness in the land. For in these things I take pleasure, says Yehovah. The days are coming, says Yehovah, when I will punish all those who have been circumcised in their uncircumcision. Egypt, Yehuda, Edom, and the people of Ammon and Moab, and all those living in the desert who cut the edges of their beards. For although all the Gentiles are uncircumcised, all the house of Israel have uncircumcised hearts. How can we learn to love our Creator after reading this convicting 9th chapter of Yirmiyahu? We can aim to cling to Yehovah by way of obedience to his written orders. Aim to remain faithful and loyal to Yehovah. Aim for truth in your life. Go from good to good. Aim above all to know Yehovah. Listen to the words of Yehovah found in his written Torah. Aim to be dependable and trustworthy. Aim to speak honestly and plainly. Aim to keep secrets to yourself. Keep in spiritual shape by doing good deeds, pleasing to Yehovah. Aim to know Yehovah. Speak the truth. Line up your thoughts, words, and actions with the written word of Yehovah. Seek grace and mercy from Yehovah. Trust that Yehovah will build up his obedient children. Aim to understand and apply the written words of Yehovah. Proclaim the written words of Yehovah. Hold on to Torah. Listen and live according to Torah. Trust Yehovah Svaot, the Elohim of Israel. Proclaim salvation by way of Yehovah. Boast that you understand and know that Yehovah is Elohim who practices grace, justice, and righteousness, and takes pleasure in doing so. How can we love others as Yeshua loves us? We can proclaim the written Torah of Yehovah to his chosen children. Bear one another's burdens. Live out the written Torah of Yehovah. Produce spiritual fruit, love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, humility, self-control. We'll end this Friday night Shabbat with the Arianic blessing using the name. Yehovah will kneel before you presenting gifts, and he will guard you with a hedge of protection. Yehovah will illuminate the wholeness of his being toward you, bringing order, and he will provide you with love, sustenance, and friendship. Yehovah will lift up the wholeness of his being and look upon you and will set in place all you need to be whole and complete. Shalom, shalom.